Master Link! That immodest outfit is quite unbecoming of a hero like you. Please cover yourself up this instant. Now, that's what she's saying out loud, but let's be honest, this is what she's really thinking.
But I was busy thinking about boys, boys, boys. I was busy dreaming about boys, boys. Head is spinning thinking about boys. In every city I go, I'm with different ringtones.
Since this is coming out in December, where do you think the channel is at this point? Do you think we're done with our current projects or no? So after I uploaded my unboxing of Mother 3, I was asked by my friend Drinkerpus Gaming if I could do another unboxing for Sly Cooper. So here it is, and let's check it out. Oh, right. I should probably play that. This keeps happening. Testing, 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 testing. Okay, everything looks good. Hello everybody and welcome to our first video for 2021, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Woodland Koroks. So yay, we're recording more Koroks, isn't that fun? Alright, so without further ado, let's switch over to this screen. And before I do anything else, I just want to make sure that everything is working properly, that the sound bouncing is decent. Hooray for testing stuff in the middle of the stream. And my TV is loud. So as I get everything set up, how's everybody in the stream chat? Are you having a nice day? Did you take over the world? Did you drink eggnog? Did you become eggnog? I wish I could become eggnog. Alright, everything sounds good on my end, so without further ado, let's get this started! Hello, the Dreams Rose. And hello, Mercury. Lol, I took over part of the world, but I took over the rest of it. Well, my world in Animal Crossing. Alright, so as a reminder for those of you who may or may not have seen previous Koroks streams, basically what we'll be doing is we're going to be hunting down all of the Koroks within the Woodland region. So far in the Let's Play, we've already conquered the Great Plateau, the Dueling Peaks, Hateno, and more recently we covered the Lanayru region. Now we're going to be covering the Woodland region. I don't know how many streams this will take. I believe there's only like 30 Koroks within this area, so it's not like it's going to take a very long time to do this one. Alright, so, yeah, we're doing this because I record footage for getting the Koroks during Let's... I recorded the footage of getting the Koroks for the Let's Play during streams, so when we're actually collecting the Korok, I'm going to continue commentary as if it is a Let's Play. Alright, and starting the Let's Play intro in 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody, it's Gear to you, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In today's video, we'll be searching for all of the Koroks across the Lanayru region, starting with 2 that could be located in this pond next to the Woodland Korok stable. That's not a Korok stable, it's just a regular stable. Do Koroks have stables? That'd actually be kind of adorable, seeing a Korok riding a horse. Somebody draw a fan out of that pronto. The first Korok that we'll be searching for is going to be located over here. There's going to be a block puzzle, and you know what that means. It means we get to blow stuff up, right? 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 Nope, unfortunately not. Instead, we'll need to use magnesis to make these things look identical. Alright, this one's going to be tricky because... Oh, I see. Yay, I figured it out all by myself. Are you proud of me? You found me! Bye-bye! Alright, the next one is Circle of Lily Pads this way. And now we get to go look for it. Hoorah! So as we go over this way, I'd like to provide a little bit of an update about regular videos coming pretty soon. So, the break between the Breath of the Wild break has been a little longer than I had planned. And there's a dog outside. So, I didn't plan for the break to be this long, but I just wanted to make sure that when Breath of the Wild's videos return on a regular schedule that it could be uploaded without any major delays or anything like that. Because that was a big problem with Breath of the Wild last year, where we'd upload a few videos and then they would just like stop for a little while. So that's one thing that I would like to fix with this year, because I feel like I kind of underestimated how much work would go into each Breath of the Wild video. That, and I feel like I was also trying to cram in too much within each video. So this year I'm going to try to improve upon that, and that's what I've been working on the past couple of weeks. Not too far from the previous Korok, and by that I mean it's literally right down there. We can see the Woodland stable over there. There is a circle of lily pads over this way, and you know what that means? Whee! I know I'm uploading this on YouTube and things like that, but I gotta get a video, a screenshot thingy of that, because that sunset was just gorgeous. Alright, so the next one's going to be located over that way. It might be a good idea to... Go over, wait, get away from me. Might be a good idea to go get my horse, because we're going to be going back and forth between a lot of areas in this place, so it might be a good idea to have a faster means of transportation. Speed running tactics! Oh, right then. Alright, you punk, give me my pony. No, no, not waffles. Not waffles. I want raisin. I've not used waffles pretty much at all since we got raisin. So, there's a side quest a little bit later where we can sell a horse. I think at that point I'm just going to go ahead and sell waffles, because waffles hasn't really been all that useful to me today. Onwards! Whip! 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 I deserve that. Alright, so for the most part, the order that we'll be collecting these Koroks in is the same order that's on the Zelda Dungeons Korok walkthrough, because that's the source that I used to plan out this Let's Play. This time around, we're starting off a little bit differently, because, like, my notes say to go for this one first, but we start off the video over here at the Woodland stable, and we're already next to these two anyway, so figured why not. So continuing on the channel updates with things that will be happening soon. So Breath of the Wild will be returning before the end of the month. I don't know when yet, but it's looking like it's going to be about 2 weeks-ish. Alongside that will also be the premiere of a Super Paper Mario, so that's going to be pretty exciting because people voted for that one. And Pikmin 3 side stories will be returning before that happens. There is a Blood Moon happening! Hello, Blood Moon, how's it going? Man, it's always the creepiest thing in the world when it just suddenly appears behind a mountain like that.
The blood moon rises once again. Please be careful.
Okay, I was trying to get the Korok to appear when the red mist of scary demon stuff was appearing during the Blood Moon, but it didn't happen exactly the way I was hoping, and the microphone was also turned off, so that's unfortunate. James is saying there's weird thud noise every couple seconds lately. The cord's plugged in. I think it's your mic. Can't play audio. It's fine. Yeah, that if you hear a thud like this, that's me turning off the microphone because the button kind of clicks fairly loudly. If it's a different thud, then let me know because it might be something else. All right, the next ones are up here. Alright. Somebody is texting me while I'm recording stuff. That's not a text, that's a Twitter thing. I missed my turn. Remember, kids, don't text and write your opponent at the same time. Yeah, on Twitter, I have those tweets that are like, this person tweeted this, you might be interested. I have those turned off for my regular account, but like for some reason, it's not turned off for the game Twitter account, so sometimes I get those notifications anyway. Alright. go B. Faster. Move it. Move it. Okay, now we're getting pretty close to get the onwards. Mush. Alright, just gonna read my notes real quick for this one. James is saying it's a different thud sound. Okay, I'm gonna look over the video real quick, see what's going on. So I looked back at the video and I can't hear a thud, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. Okay, we'll continue on, and then while I'm setting up the beacons for the next Korok set, I'll take a closer look, but just skimming through the video, I can't hear a thud or anything like that. Alright. I think this is the next one, so let's set up the reference point. The Woodland Tower is up there, and the next Korok is underneath this rock. And very convenient for us, so the next Korok is also going to be pretty close by too, as you can see by the purple beacon on the corner. So now we'll be going over this way. There's an enemy camp right here we can deal with if we want. We get some pretty good weapons from that if we feel like it, but I don't feel like it, so we're going to ignore those guys. And the camera glitched through that moblin right there. Isn't that fun? So the next Korok is going to be located within this tree over here. And unnecessary epicness! Alright, is the thud sound effect still going on? Do you remember like an exact moment when it was happening? Because that might be helpful. I mean, so I could see what's going on. Alright, the pony is up there. Here, pony! That awkward moment when you're trying to be unnecessarily that big and get on the horse so as it's coming to you. But it doesn't exactly work out as planned. Get off the thing! Go! Onwards! Onwards! Whip! 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 Alright, now I'm gonna look over the... Alright, now I'm gonna look at the notes for like set up the next batch of Koroks. Okay, I'm gonna cheat with this next one because on my notes I wrote that it's northwest of a place called Urchplain. I don't remember where that is, so it's. I'm gonna look at a Zelda the Zelda dungeon map for this. Okay, so it's right over here. Somewhere, probably. Where is this stupid Korok? Man, even with the map, this is kind of weird. This is kind of a vague one to look for. Okay. I'm thinking it's around here somewhere because we haven't filled up this part of the map yet, so that might be why it's not showing up. But yeah, it should be around here somewhere. Alright, there it is. I finally found it. All by myself. No help from a online map or anything like that. Alrighty then, we got the next batch of Koroks all set up, so let's go onwards. Onwards. That's a Pixar movie. Alrighty then. Hello, Threes Productions. Hello, good morning. Don't worry about being late or anything like that. I'm happy people show up at all. It is kind of a weird time to also stream too. Like, I originally said I was going to stream at 7, but then it got delayed by like half an hour or so. Alright. We destroyed you. You gonna give me anything interesting? Get away with the sword, don't you? I'll admit, I was maybe in a little bit over my head there. Thanks! And we get hasty milk. I'll get up next time for sure. And we get to say. Hey Kylie, the Mina is safe. I knew it wasn't smart to go treasure hunting in these parts. They always say that, but they always keep looking. It's like those ladies who always looking for truffles and they always get attacked by monsters and things like that. Alright, so admittedly I probably should have waited to get the Woodland Koroks until after I had set up the... until after I activated the towers for the central region, because a lot of the landmarks that I wrote in my notes are from that region, so that's not the most ideal situation in the world. But I've played through this game a million times, so it's not like I don't know where I'm going. Alright, so the next Korok is going to be located over here. And the terrain is going to get weird right here. Okay. Let's be careful. Be super duper careful. And there we go. I don't remember if this video is out yet, but there was this one point where I was talking about how on my first playthrough I didn't really find the horses all that useful because, like, for the longest time I didn't know that if you held the ZL button, it'd be easier to control them when they're going off cliffs and things like that. So because there's like so many cliffs in this game, it kind of felt like the horses were a bit more situational than usual, but that's just not the case. It's just me being dumb. Alright. Before we do that, I'm just gonna update my notes real quick. There's Blackson says, I got Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon a week ago and it's been great. I did play it and it gave me weird dreams though. Yeah, I love Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. It's easily one of my top 3 favorite 3DS games ever. It's just so much fun. It is different from the other Luigi's Mansion games, but honestly, it doesn't really matter that much because it's just a really fun game in general. The next Korok is going to be located directly north of Hyrule Castle. Sorry, Princess Zelda, I would go save you, but I'm hunting for Koroks. I'm sure you'll be fine. So, there is going to be a rock down here, and you know what that means? It means it's time for a voice crack. No, it means we get to drop a rock on the Koroks head for the first time in this video! Alright, we don't need this beacon anymore. Before I forget, I forgot to do this during the Linearu episode, but, so, during the Let's Play version of these videos, I do this where, on the corner of the screen, I'll have a reference point on the map for where the Koroks are actually located at. It might be useful for this area, but because, it might be useful. That was a very redundant sentence, and I am not sorry. Yeah, I forgot to do that during the Linearu episode, and while it did make it easier to edit, it also kind of like left a little bad taste in my mouth from that episode. And it's going to be raining. And there's a sky watcher up there. Okay, get away from me, get away from me, get away from me! Get away from me! Alright. Where's my pony? There's Brexton says, I got trapped in a mirror in my dream by the Joker. Yeah, dreams can be weird. Like, I remember very vividly, one of the weirdest dreams I ever had was, and this was also like the very first dream that I can remember, it was like a long time ago. I think I was like 4 or something like that, and I dreamt that I was playing a Game Boy on a platform surrounded by lava, but I didn't care about the lava because I was just playing the game. And I remember very vividly that my sisters came riding in on a T-Rex. The T-Rex was in the middle of the lava, and they came up to me and they were telling me that I was playing the Game Boy too much. That's the very first dream that I remember. Alright, I want to look over my notes again to make sure that it's... because I want to get these next two back to back. I don't want to do like a editing transition or anything like that. Alright. It's a little hard to see, but Makar Island is right over there. The Korok Forest is also obscured by the rain, but we can see the big tree. And Death Mountain is way over there with a mysterious red laser coming from it. I'm sorry, it's not that big of a deal. So we're going over this way. And now, there is going to be another rock. Now, there was an episode of Breath of the Wild's main story where we were searching for Korok, where we were searching for side quests across the Korok Forest. And we went by this area, and I remember very vividly that I was trying so hard to keep the commentary going smoothly during that point, but I really, really wanted to pick up that rock because I knew there was a Korok there, but I wasn't recording the Korok episode, so I just had to wait. Alright, so... what does this pinwheel do? Okay, you're bothering me. There we go. Okay, I don't know why I wasn't activating for a second. But, this is a really good bow. I don't want to waste this on balloons. Activating this pinwheel next to Alma something. I don't remember the name of this place off the top of my head. But I remember that the word Alma is in there because that's the main character in Xenoblade Chronicles X. And anything that reminds me of Xenoblade X is automatically a good thing. But anyway, we go over this way. And as soon as we are able to do this, we'll be able to destroy the balloon. Okay. Okay. Unnecessary epic death. Ah, darn it! I was trying to be unnecessary epic. But apparently the balloon goes away if you get off the stool thing. There we go. Stupid Korok not letting me be unnecessarily epic. Alright, we got those two. We're making pretty decent progress. There's only 35 Koroks in this region, so we should be able to get all of them in this stream. But I'm not going to push it because I don't want to go on for longer than I need to. Furious Flexus says, not the clown Joker, but the Joker that everyone sims for. Looking cool, Joker! I love that he has a costume in Tokyo Raw Assassins. I don't know if you've played this game, but in Tokyo Raw Assassins, there's a character named Itsuki. And in the Switch version, he has a new costume to look like Joker from Persona 5. It is really cool. And something really cool as well is that Mamori also gets a costume to make her look like a student from Garagmak Monastery from Fire Emblem Three Houses. It is really awesome. The first dream I remember was just me falling and falling until I landed in front of my door. I was had relief and carried on with my day. I never had a dream like that where I fall into this sleep, because like that's usually one dream that most people have, but I don't remember if I've ever had a dream like that. Overturned a tree trunk. That's this one over here. Hello, Iroh Castle. You'll probably be the reference point we'll be using constantly throughout this video. So over here, there's an overturned tree trunk, and there's something in here we could shoot. Except that's not it. It looked like one of those acorn things, but I guess it wasn't. I guess we're on the wrong side of the tree. That reminds me of The Mummy when Brendan Fraser's character is all like, "Hey Benny, it looks like you're on the wrong side of the river." Yeah, there are two there are two Sheikah towers off in the distance, and I want to go for them right now, but I can't because we're not recording those videos. The previous Korok we collected was somewhere over there, but we could also see... Well, never mind. We see the silhouette of the top of Hyrule Castle way over there, and the previous Korok that we got is also located over there too. And over here is going to be another one of those puzzles where we have to make these trees match and things like that. So we'll use the tried and true formula of using stasis to figure this out, I think. Actually, is this the puzzle? No, it is not. I'm reading my notes wrong. Hyrule Castle is located way over there, and so is the previous Korok. And the next one that we want to collect is going to be located over here. There's going to be a building, and there's a pinwheel. And it might be a little bit hard to reach this one because it's raining right now, but we're going to try anyway. And trying is the first step towards failure. So we go over this way, and hopefully this isn't like the other one where the pinwheel puzzle disappears as soon as we get off the thing. It looks like it is. It wasn't like this for any of the other pinwheel puzzles that we've done, so I don't know why these ones are being particularly rude. Okay, aiming down the middle doesn't seem like it's gonna help. I think I might need to get more arrows soon. Yep, I don't have enough arrows for this puzzle anymore. Ah, boy, this is off to a good start. So as we go back into this area, I want to get as many arrows as I possibly can, because I had a lot starting already, but I kind of wasted them on some of those earlier balloon things. And also might be a good idea to refill my hearts anyway, so we don't have to worry about dying every little bit. So we go over here. Gonna grab these mushrooms if I can. Such a pleasure to see you again. What are you looking for, or are you selling? Alright, we will buy all those. And we'll buy this. That should be enough, but, well, knowing my luck, we're probably going to run out in like 2 seconds. And it's going to take a little while to get back over to that Korok again, so yay, this is gonna be a really fun one to edit because ah boy, that's gonna be particularly interesting. So as we go across this area, I have a fun story to tell. So I posted this on Twitter and Instagram last night, but I finally got my CRT television set up, and like, I'm really happy about it because it's the exact same model that I had when I was a kid, and it's really, really cool. It's this, like, really old Mickey Mouse style CRT television, The Mickey Mouse ears are the speakers and things like that, and it's in really great condition. I'm really surprised that my sister was able to find it because it was a Christmas present from my sisters, and it's just really really cool. Like last night, I spent like a good hour or so playing the Toy Story 2 game on there. And I wanted to continue with other games too, but it was already like 5 in the morning at that point. So I unfortunately couldn't do that for long. But man, there's just nothing like playing an old game on a CRT, because yeah, you can technically make it look better-ish by playing with an HDMI adapter and things like that, but those games were really made with CRTs in mind, so they just look a lot more crisp and clean on a CRT television. Like if you saw some of the videos that I've recorded for older games recently, like I don't know why this is, but whenever I use the HDMI adapter, for whatever reason, it makes the game widescreen when they're not really supposed to be. Now, it doesn't look too bad, but it just throws me off that it's widescreen all of a sudden when it wasn't supposed to be. Playing it on a CRT also makes it like the proper aspect ratio and things like that. So that's pretty cool. And also something really cool is I can finally put something else to use, because for a good number of years I've had a composite splitter cable, because I got this when I still had my old Dazzle capture card before I got the HD PVR Rocket, the one that I currently use. So, what am I trying to say? So I got that so that I can have the gameplay on my computer and on the TV at the same time. But shortly after that was when I got the HDMI, was when I got the HD PVR Rocket. So those composite cable things kind of became useless, and I haven't really found a good excuse to use them since then, because with the HDMI adapter thing, I don't really need to use those anymore. But with those cords now, I'm going to do a test recording pretty soon to see if this idea will work. But I just realized that the beacon is gone. Yeah, but we'll find it eventually. But yeah, with that splitter, I can now record the game in HD and also display it on my CRT as well. So that's gonna be really fun to do, assuming of course it's going to work as intended. All right, it's right over there. Ah, this game is so pretty! The next Korok is going to be located over here. There's going to be another one of those pinwheel puzzles. And as we go over here, Pyro Castle's off in the distance over there, and the previous Korok that we got is over there too. Now, this one could be kind of mean, because if you get off this building, then the pinwheel disappears, and you gotta get these balloons as they're going by, and they disappear, and the pattern is kind of difficult to predict and things like that. But hopefully we'll be able to take care of it. Alright, got a good rhythm going. We can do this. I believe in us. We can do anything. We have the powers to do anything if we have cookies. And I want a cookie, but I don't have cookies, and I'm sad. Get the stupid balloon. Get back here. Get back here. There we go. Man, this took me a good while to get. I'm gonna have it on screen right now in the Let's Play version how long it took to get this stupid Korok, but we finally got it. Yay! We never have to get it again. Where's my pony? It's over there. And now to get the footage for showing this on the map on the corner of the screen. do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, do. By the way, I know I said this already, but this area having the word Elma in it reminds me of Xenoblade X. And also this right here, Raru Hillside. That's a really cool reference because Raru is an Ocarina of Time character. And we also have the Minishi Woods, which is pretty close to Minish and things like that. There's Blexen says, "You got this! Yay, you got them! Ah, sons!" I played through Undertale a couple times by this point. I've only beaten it once. I've started a few playthroughs on Steam, but like, I've never actually got to that part in Undertale. I'm in the middle of one genocide route right now, but I'm bad at it. Ready then? East of Slayer Blade. It's right here. Southeast of Serene Stable. I don't have Serene Stable open yet. It's over here somewhere. Over here is another stable. If we activate it on stream, I'll probably have like a clip of it in the Let's Play showing it or something like that. This one is up here. And the next one is over here. Alrighty then. What I'm really liking about the Woodland stable so far, the Woodland Koroks, what I'm really liking about the Woodland Koroks so far is this is a very, very small region. It's kind of like the Great Plateau, where it's a very small region, so the Koroks are a lot closer together. So it feels like we're making a lot more progress a lot quicker than we did in like the Hateno region and things like that. Which is great, considering the fact that it took 5 hours to record the footage for the Hateno Koroks. And I'd rather not have a repeat of that experience again. Even though I know it's going to happen at some point, because there are regions in this game that have like 60 or even 90 Koroks, and boy, I'm not looking forward to that. Alright, what's a good reference point? Okay, we can see Death Mountain over there. I'm gonna try on top of the tree. That'd be a fun reference point. We can see Death Mountain over there, and Hyrule Castle, and over here, we're gonna see some sparkling leaves. So, let's talk to them. Haha, you found me! Bye-bye! We've only had one Korok so far that we could drop a rock on. Where are the rocks? I want to drop them on their heads. Threes Blexen says Undertale is one of your favorites. Honestly, it's one of my favorites too. No! Batteries! Batteries, no! You had so much to live for. Okay. We'll get this next batch of Koroks, and after that we'll change to Joy-Cons. Boy. I have no idea where my Switch charger is. I think a family member is borrowing it, but I don't remember who. But yeah, Undertale is one of my favorites too. It's probably the close. Now, I know people are going to hate me for saying this, but it's probably the closest we'll get to a modern day Earthbound. And I don't mean that in a literal sense. I mean that as in it has a very similar style of humor. And like, it's obviously a very, very different game, so calling it Earthbound 2 isn't the best mindset or anything like that, but I absolutely love Undertale. Now, I've wanted to do a Let's Play of it for years, but the thing is, there's like 3 regular endings and then 3 variations of that endings after you've already finished it. And there's a bunch of minor things here and there that even with those 6 playthroughs, you still wouldn't be able to see. I believe it'll take like, I want to say somewhere between 9 or 12 playthroughs to see absolutely everything in Undertale. I might be wrong about that, but like, yeah, that's one that I've wanted to do for a while, but the thought of doing it is a bit overwhelming, so it might not happen for a while. The person says, I feel like I've asked this a lot already, but what do the Koroks seeds do? Alright, so there's a character named Hestu who's a giant Korok. When you talk to him, if you give him a certain amount of Korok seeds, he'll give you a new weapon stash, so you'll be able to have more inventory and things like that. He'll give you a new slot to hold weapons and a bow and arrow and shields and things like that. So it just basically makes it so you can carry more weapons and things like that. Now, there's 900 of them in the game, but you only need 400 to unlock all of the weapon slots. The rest of them, you don't need at all. But because I'm crazy, I'm going for every single one of them. The batteries! I know, right? Rip. Okay, I saw the screen shaking a moment ago, and I don't know why it was shaking. I was a little worried that there was a Hinox, and now it's all lightning-y! Lightning! Now! Whew. And that is an electrical shield. That's also electrical too. Oh boy. Alright, we're doing much better. Yeah, don't have electrical things equipped during a lightning storm because you will get zapped and it is not very pleasant at all. I mean, just because I wrote a book about lightning, it doesn't exactly mean that I'm impervious to it. Although that would be cool. Like, get struck by lightning and it never affecting you and things like that. I don't recommend trying it in real life because that would probably not be very pleasant. So where is this other rock? I want to make sure I know where the rock is before we start the Let's Play commentary. Alright, it's over there. Ah! Get back here and say that to my face! Come back here and face me like a man! Face me like a manly man! Die, 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 die! You saw nothing. So the next Korok, probably not the best time to actually record this one because we're surrounded by bad guys who want to kill me, and that's not very nice at all. But around here you'll see the reference point on the map and things like that, but there is a lightning storm happening, which means I gotta change my weapon so I don't get electrocuted. There is a circle of trees over here, one of which got knocked down because it got struck by lightning a moment ago. But we go over here and drop the rock in the middle of this area. Haha, you found me! Bye-bye! That was a car noise in the background that you probably heard. Wow, lightning, how shocking. Oh goodness, so many birds. Is it? It's yellow ones next, alright. Move it. Move it. Onwards. Whip. 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 And the next one's going to be located up here. Does this one also have the acorn too? Yeah. Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. There's a shrine right there, and I want to go get it right now. Ah, shrine. There's a shrine right there. No, we'll wait till later. That's a serene stable, right? You know what? No, I'm not gonna. Okay. I want to get the stable, and I really want to get that shrine, but no. We gotta wait till later. We're not recording Korok stuff. Where am I on the map anyway? Over there, okay. Serene stable, okay, that's what I was thinking. It is very hard to see because of the rain, but the serene stable is located right there. We can also see a shrine illuminated right there, and I really want to get it right now, but we're recording a Korok video, so I can't do that. But in this fallen tree trunk is going to be an acorn which we can shoot to make a Korok magically appear, because that makes all the sense. Oh, really? Gee, thank you, weather. As soon as I get the Korok, the weather clears up. As soon as that happens. Alright, now you can very clearly see the serene stable right there, in all of its magnificent glory. And we can also see other landmarks that are probably interesting to people who care. Something about that reminded me of that time in Mario Galaxy where I think it was one of the running ball levels in the magma world, and hey, we gotta save people. I'll save you. Ah, wait. Yeah, I need to eat something before I die, and that's not very pleasant. Alright. Nom 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 nom. And nom 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 nom. I did it. Alright, I broke a sword to save you. Do you got anything cool for me? Thanks, I might have bitten off more than I could chew with that one. I don't have much, but take it. It's yours. Monster extract? That's actually pretty good. So embarrassed you had to rescue me again. I haven't given up search for that Kilton guy and his fang and bone, but I haven't gone anywhere yet. One source I trust says he's most often found at the skull-shaped lake in a... Okay, wait. You're over here looking for Kilton, but you know that it's over here? Your source says it's in a skull-shaped area. Then what are you looking over here for? Okay. In the Let's Play, we haven't met Kilton yet, but he's really cool because if you talk to him, you can get some really cool new outfits that can actually let you sneak right past enemies and things like that. It doesn't work on everybody, but it is really cool when it does. Looks like there's gonna be a traveling dude right here. Hey, I wanted to talk to you. Well, fine then. I see how it is. Was it something I said? I think there's gonna be another pinwheel around here. Just gonna look around before we do anything else. There's an arrow. Okay, what's this one again? Number... Alright, which one are we on? I'm number 14. Okay, there should be a sparking leaf around here somewhere. Ah, I see it now. Okay. Hyrule Castle, Death Mountain, those are your reference points. Over here, there's a destroyed building. So if we walk on top of the ruins, a sparkling leaf will miraculously appear. Miraculous, simply the best, up to the test when things go. I cannot hear the word miraculous without thinking of that song. And over here is the next one. There's a Lionel. There is a Lionel over there. Okie dokie. Hi Lionel, how's it going? You don't see me, I'm invisible. I'm just gonna grab the Korok, and then we'll be on our merry way. Please don't touch me. Okay, you know what? You know what? Why not? Bring it on! Bring it on! Die! Hey! Alright. Now, it is unnecessarily epic to fight this thing on horseback, and I usually live for that kind of stuff, but honestly, you're better off fighting this thing on foot. It might not sound like the best idea in the world, but honestly, it really is. Alright. And this thing has a spear. Okay, that's really, really rough. Alright. Okay. Yee! That was way too close for comfort. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Lionels are easily the toughest enemies in this game. They're very, very powerful field monsters, and yeah, they're kind of rough. And even now, I still get intimidated fighting these things. And the Lionel sword is badly damaged. No. And okay, when you do that, you're gonna do a super rude thing where you jump and stuff. During the later parts of the battle, it will also make an explosion, especially if you're fighting like a red main Lionel. So, not exactly the most pleasant feeling in the world. I don't want to use a Lionel sword right now because it's about to break. Let's switch over to this. Eee! Ouch. Okay, I know we're wasting a lot of time fighting this thing, but we've already seen it. It must be destroyed. Might be a good idea to go to the Elden region in a moment to... I just got those hearts back! Alright, cool. Okay, if we do this directly... Yay! Okay, so... if you're able to do that correctly, then you can get on top of the Lionel and things like that and do some more damage. During this part, your weapon durability won't go down, so it's best to have some of your best weapon available to do that. I'm going to use a spear real quick because it might be a good idea to have just a little bit more distance. Batteries, go away! Yeah! Alright. Let's switch over to this thing because I think this has the highest damage of anything we have right now. Let's switch back to that. And Flurry Rush, it didn't work. Ah! Okay. So, okay, I'm gonna turn this off before we look for more Koroks, but these are the divine abilities that we got from the champions. So, might be a good idea to have those equipped so that in case we die, we don't die forever. I'm running really low on food. Oh boy. Alright. Die, 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 die. There's another champion ability a little bit later that honestly makes this so much easier, and I really wish that we had that right now. Especially considering that the quest to get that ability is one of my favorite parts of the entire game. So, unfortunately, we are not there quite yet. Alright, Flurry Rush. And it broke. Alright, that's another good opportunity to get back on the Lionel back as well, because if you're quick enough, you'll be able to run up to it and things like that. Headshots will usually be enough to stun it, though. That also works. Yeah, we haven't shown this off yet in the Let's Play, and this is the first time that I'm using Durix protection while recording at all. But Durix protection is basically an extra shield that counterattacks most attacks and things like that. It protects you 3 times before it needs to be charged again. I don't like it when you do that. Alright. Come on, be destroyed. This better be worth it. I'm losing so many weapons and ingredients from this. Alright. Ooh, that was cool. That was a cool combo. Not enough video space! What do you mean? Okay, it's almost destroyed. We got this. Alright. Come on, we can do this. You're almost destroyed. We can do this. I believe in us. Alright, another Flurry Rush after this should be enough to take it down. Probably. Yeah, you're doing that attack again. I don't like it when you do that. Yeah! Victory screech! Oh! And we get the mighty Lionel Spear. Lionel guts too. That's gross. And a mighty Lionel bow. Alrighty then. Alright, so that was the... let's get the footage for the maps as I talk about this. That was a pretty good... that was pretty fun. Even though I ended up losing like a lot of my hearts and food and things like that. I'm going through these things way too quickly. I'm going to try that again. Yeah. So, yeah, that was good, even if we did lose a lot of our weapon durability and things like that. So I think that's a good place to call an intermission real quick. I'll look at the time in a moment, see what time is it? It's 8:40. So we'll be back here at 9, I guess. So we will continue our Korok hunting adventures and things like that. You know, I've said plenty of times in the past that Callie's my favorite Squiz sister, and that'll always be true. And a big reason for that is because I absolutely love Bomb Rush Blush. But, you know, Maria's song is also really good too. It was very, very close, but they're both really great. I really wish that Marina and Pearl also both got their own songs. The Marina and Pearl also got their own songs after Splatoon 2 Splatfests were over, but, well, with the Mario Splatfest next week, then that might still happen, so that'd be pretty cool. I did not set up the next beacon on intermittent. Great. But anyway, yeah. Welcome back to the Gator stream. We're starting a few seconds earlier, and I guess we're going to spend this time setting up beacons and stuff, so that's pretty fun. You know, this is going to take a moment, so why don't I just keep it on intermission? Come back here and be my friend, a platform. We'll make cupcakes together. I won't even poison them.
What kind of cupcakes?
Poison.
Nah, I think you should make chocolate with egg white frosting.
And then we'll poison it.
Yes, and then we'll poison it.
Do you like poison cupcakes?
I'm not particularly fond of them.
Why not?
They're poison.
But that's what makes it yummy. It's to die for.
Alright, your outro.
Alright, so thank y'all so much for watching this episode of Super Mario Bros. Co-op. I'm gonna give it to you and use.
Pancake Armor Man.
Let's get out of here.
Please use your own outro, Gator.
Wow, I'm.
You're never gonna use your own outro, are you?
I'm trying to remember how James finishes his videos.
Well, his intro goes something like this. How's it going, everybody? And welcome back for another episode of Super Mario All-Stars.
Waffles are better than pancakes.
He's gonna hate me if you keep that in the video.
Okay, I'll keep it in the video. But you get after me every single time that I do it.
And you
so I'm
already
not gonna
sang
do it.
Macho Man once in this recording session. Be original for once. I mean, that's a big old thing to try to wish upon you, Mr. Not Original Man.
When you
Oh,
is a
Jesus
pop.
f***ing Christ. Oh my god! Stop ruining Disney songs, you freak!
Into the unknown.
Oh my freaking god! Stop! I think that's what makes this my favorite one we've done so far, just because of the rage moments and the funny moments. Like, the whole sponsor thing as a running gag was really funny, and I don't think you did a sponsor for this video, so, to end this episode off, why don't you give us our final sponsor?
Alright, so, yeah, the final sponsor for the series, big shout out to you, is the James Rose, where he just does stuff on his own channel. And he paid for everything we do here. He's even paying for my capture card and my college degree.
What? That's not in the contract!
Alrighty then, we are back. Hello, lovely people. So, without further ado, let's go onwards. Alright, so, well, it might be a good idea to grab materials before we do anything else. So yeah, let's head back over to the, actually, there's a very stable right over here. Yeah, let's head over. I don't have any more beacons. Okay, so sorry, I'm very scatterbrained right now. We're gonna be going back over here to go look for a stable, so that we can do stuff. They're epic and amazing and awesome. Namely, we're just gonna go look for arrows and stuff. So, those of you who are just tuning into the stream, welcome everybody. Hope you're having a nice day. We are searching for the Koroks across the Woodland region. So, if those of you who are new to these streams, this is how we're recording the footage for collecting all the Korok seeds across Breath of the Wild during the Let's Play. So, just like what we did with Super Mario 3D Land, we are recording the footage during a live stream, and it's going to be edited into a montage for like an actual Let's Play thingy. So far it's worked out pretty well, hopefully. Like, there have definitely been some issues here and there. Like, the linear episode was kind of plagued with problems, because I forgot to do the map thing and all that stuff, so that wasn't exactly the most pleasant experience in the world. So, we are now at the... the puppy is chasing its tail! That's cute. So, yeah, we are now at the Serene Stable. I didn't want to come here yet, but well, it was just really convenient to come over here to get the bows and stuff like that. I'll take them all. And we'll get some more arrows. And thank you for your patronage. I love Beetle, he's so fun. So, of all the Zelda characters to have returned in this game, I'm really glad Beetle did, because that is one unfortunate thing about the Zelda games, is that they introduce amazing characters, but then they don't really use them in future games. Like, Beetle has kind of become a staple at this point. He's appeared in both DS games, Skyward Sword. I believe he debuted in Wind Waker, but he also appeared in Skyward Sword and this game as well. But other characters like Groose or Girahim or Midna or things like that, they were only in like one game, if you don't count Hyrule Warriors. But even then, Groose wasn't even in that game, so that is one thing that's unfortunate about the Zelda series. But I am happy to see Beetle's back, and I'm also really happy that Tinkle's not here. James Earl says, Beetle voice, thank you! Bye! Alrighty then, so now we'll continue on over here. There is a random rock in the middle of the pathway. That might be a Korok we'll be collecting in a moment. And that background is so pretty! So, alright, I've made so many skyboxes for programming classes and things like that, but even if I were to continue working on skyboxes, I don't think I could ever make anything this gorgeous. Alrighty then. So, we're gonna investigate this area, because I believe the next one is the... Yeah, it's right here. Okay. It's a bit hard to see off in the distance, but the Serene Stable is located way off over there. We also see some other landmarks, probably, except we can't because they're all obscured by these stupid hills. But, yeah, this is where we are right now. I don't know why I put up that map because you're already going to be seeing it on the corner of the screen anyway. But anyway, we shoot the acorn, and we get another Korok. And luckily for us, the next one is not too far away, so we don't have to do a whole lot of fancy editing transitions or anything like that. Over here, if we continue on the pathway, this is the path that will take us to the Serene Stable as well, so that's pretty cool. We'll go over here, and eventually we'll see a bunch of rocks in the path, and it might be something we can do as soon as we get over there. Alright, there we go. And now the rocks have suddenly appeared. So I believe that you want them pointing like an arrow formation or something like that. Or something along those lines. Or something like that. Okay, what do we do with this one again? Yay, we are going to do editing transitions anyway. Oh, it has nothing to do with the rocks. Oh, I see how it is, game. Okay, I could have sworn that there was something to do with the rocks right there. Might be thinking of something else, but that's a little on the unfortunate side. Over there was the previous Korok, and the next one is going to be located over here. Serene Stable is off over there, so yeah, that's going to be another common reference point we're going to be seeing across this place. What you want to do is you want to use your pony to jump across these fences. We've seen Koroks like this before, but it's just always really fun because jumping across fences with the pony is just so satisfying. And I'm going to do it a second time just for fun. That is one thing this game definitely has improved on from previous Zelda games, because in Ocarina of Time and even in Twilight Princess, it just kind of seemed like you had to be at just the right angle to be able to jump the fence and things like that. So that's one thing that's a nice change. I have to sneeze. Yay, sneezing. Yeah, I'm a little under the weather right now, but I'm on to record this video because I said on Twitter that I'd stream this weekend, and I keep like 3% of my promises. A whole 3%. So this is a stable that I often come back to because a lot of really cool stuff can be found in this area, so I'm really looking forward to recording that for the main Let's Play. And I remember there's a side quest around here. I don't remember which one it was, but I remember there's a side quest on my first playthrough that I wanted to finish here that I just like had the hardest time figuring out on my first playthrough. But luckily, years of preparations for this Let's Play makes me somewhat competent when it comes to playing this game. I only say somewhat, because after all, we did see that thing about the rocks a moment ago. I don't know why, but I also really like this area right here, too. This area right here is just a lot of fun. I think there's a Korok over there. We'll find it later. I'm going to pull up my notes again. Okay, I gotta check my... Okay. Okay, something came up on my end that said that I'm not streaming anymore. Am I still going? The stream seems like it's still going. Oh, okay, that was weird. YouTube Studio is stupid. I didn't want to fall yet. And now it's raining. No, that's the exact opposite of what I wanted to happen. Alright, Bumble Wall in the canyon. What? 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 Huh? What just happened? My pony was safely on the cliff and... Why did you jump down? Why did you jump down? What? Was there a bad guy that scared it up there and it came plunging off the cliff? Speaking of plunging off the cliff, but what? Okay. Okay, let's reload the save. I don't want to lose this horse. Wow. Okay, so fun story. This is the second time throughout the time span of me recording this Let's Play that horse has died. I don't want to lose this horse because it's been good, but at this point, I'm just all like, if that horse dies again, that's just it. Screw it. I don't care anymore. This horse is kind of stupid. But, okay, so I think what may have happened was either one of two things. Either it was raining a moment ago and the horse was on a cliff. So I think what may have happened was it was getting slippery and the horse slipped off. Either that or there was a bad guy over here that scared the horse off the cliff. So in that case, I'm going to move the horse away from the cliff. But that was just so sudden and scary, just like suddenly seeing the horse plunge off the cliff. I'm legit gonna have nightmares from that. Don't know why. Don't know why that happened. Okay. Man, that's good. I think I'm just gonna leave that in the Let's Play video. So after that fun little misadventure, we are back over here. So this next place is a Tenagar Canyon. We can see Serene Stable over there. And that's going to be pretty fun. If we go off the cliff, we can jump down here. And there should be a bombable boulder somewhere around here. Yes, there is. It's like I could see the future. We blew up the boulder, and there's a choo-choo right there. But no choo-choo can withstand my awesomeness. You found me. Bye-bye. Alright. Northwest of Marita Exchange Ruins, down in Tenagar Canyon, there's another rock. Alright. I really wish that there was a safe way I could bring my podium down here. There probably is like some kind of safe walkway for them, but I don't want to risk it. We are still down here in Tenagar Canyon. The previous Korok that we got is located up there. And I keep pulling up the map, but I don't need to. Let's try that again. So we're still down here in Tenagar Canyon. The previous Korok that we got was located over there. And the next one we'll be collecting is underneath this rock as well. Now, the first couple Koroks that we got in this episode, they weren't on the rocks, so we could have dropped them on their heads, but yeah, this is the second time in the row we get to do it. That makes me happy. Alright. Looking over my notes. Northern Mutual Exchange Room. West Sister Stable. Bombable Boulders. And right down. I think next time I get a spirit vessel, I'm gonna use it for the stamina thing, because even though we are trying to get the Master Sword right now, I kind of want to get more stamina. Okay, what is that place over there? The previous two Koroks that we collected were off over there, and over there we can see the Forgotten Temple. That's something that's... Lost my train of thought. Let me try that again. We're still within Tenegar Canyon. The previous two Koroks we got are located way off in the distance over there. And we can also see the Forgotten Temple over there, so that's pretty fun. And the next Korok that we'll be collecting is going to be located right here. We'll blow up the boulder, pick up the rock, and then we're going to drop the rock on the Korok's head. It's the usual routine. I missed! Oh, never mind. It looked like we missed, but then we didn't. And that was the last of the beacon, so we're going to set the next one up. We're moving through really quickly. That was our 20th Korok, and there are 35 in this region. We might finish them all tonight. I don't want to go on for too long, though, because I think Pancake and I were supposed to record tonight. So, yay. Do I need to go into the Forgotten Temple? Near the entrance of the... I don't want to go into the Forgotten Temple yet because... minor spoilers, but my favorite shrine in the entire game is located in there. So I don't want to go inside yet. Alright. 4 pillars. I'll get around here. Around. I should move that one because it's on ground level and not on top of the pillar. Top of the entrance. Next one's right there. Okay, it looks like these ones are located on top of the temple, not actually inside of it. So that's good news for me because I didn't want to go in here quite yet. And while we do that, let's go through here and do this. I've had Megalovania on my mind since we talked about Sands earlier. Like I said, I still want to let's play Undertale someday. It's just that, like, it's a really, really complicated game, and I'd want to go for 100%. So, yeah, that's something that's probably not going to happen for a very long time. Also, a bit of a fun story. During intermission, I changed controllers. I'm playing with Joy-Cons instead of the Pro controller, but I can't find my Joy-Con grip. I rearranged my room when I was getting the CRT set up, so I don't remember exactly where the Joy-Con grip is right now, because where I used to put that is the table that the CRT is sitting on right now. So, yeah, that's something that's probably not the best thing in the world, because I do like having the Joy-Con grip. 4 pillars near the entrance of Forgotten Temple, small rock somewhere near the west. All right. Okay, I have a really cheesy gag in mind for this next one, but I want to make sure that I have the name of the show correct. There's this one obstacle course show on Nickelodeon Guts years ago. It was something of the Hidden Temple. I don't know the Hidden Temple. Yeah, I was right. Legends of the Hidden Temple. That's what it was called. Right in front of the Legends of the Forgotten Temple. Awesome points if you get the reference. So anyway, we go over this way, and somewhere around this pillar there should be a rock. At least I think there should be. Might be on top of the pillar. Yeah, so we'll check that out as we get up there. The unfortunate thing about streaming the Koroks is that if I make a mistake, I can't edit it out on stream. So, if I was recording the Let's Play, then yeah, I could edit out as many mistakes as I want, but I can't do that during streams. I think that's one thing that's kind of keeping me away from streaming more, is that, like, if I, like, butcher a video intro or something like that, then it doesn't take too long for me to reset it. But if I butcher an intro for a G8RStream, then there's nothing I can do about it. Ah, there it is. Okay. Directly in front of the Legends of the Forgotten Temple. Awesome points if you get the reference. There are 4 pillars directly outside, and on top of this one is a rock. You found me! Bye-bye! And that's the 3rd one in a row where we got to drop it on your head! 3rd or 4th? I don't know. I can't count anymore. 1, 3, 2, 4! Dr. Shrunk can't count anymore! That's like my favorite quote from Dr. Shrunk in Animal Crossing, but it's in like the one Animal Crossing game that nobody likes, except for me, because I'm weird and I like Amiibo Festival. But I mean, around here, somewhere on ground level, there should be another rock, kind of. Or at least there should be. Where are you? Here, rock! Here, Rocky! I think this is it over here. Probably, maybe, sort of, kind of. Die! Yay! We did it. We did it. Oh, yeah. And it's a 2 combo. We're gonna drop the rock and the door on your head. Whoops, I got these out of order. This was supposed to be the yellow one. Oh, no, that was right. Never mind. Alright, so next one is directly on top of the door. I am not climbing that. I'm going around the other way. Boy. I don't have any shrines open from this area, so I gotta go the long way. Boy. Oh, this is gonna be fun to edit out. So, as we go across this area, I know I said all this towards the beginning of the stream, but I would like to give some channel updates as we go across this area, because it's going to take a few minutes to get back over there. So I think now is probably a good time to go over all this again. So, Pikmin 3 side stories will be returning on the channel pretty soon. It's going to appear before Breath of the Wild returns. Breath of the Wild and the beginning of Super Paper Mario are both going to happen within the same weekend. We're going to go back to the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday schedule, because I find that that's just a lot easier sometimes. I often switch the schedule between that and the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday schedule. That usually happens during school terms and things like that, but that's not a problem this term, so that's pretty good. So, Breath of the Wild will return probably 2 weeks from now. I don't want to promise anything. I'll have an announcement on my Twitter when I can finalize a date. I have some videos finished already, but I just want to make sure that I can keep a consistent schedule before we get started on videos again. Because it was a huge problem last year where this was kind of a worst of both worlds situation with Breath of the Wild, because not only was I underestimating how much work would go into each video, but each video also just had more work in general compared to anything else, so videos took longer to make. And there's also the fact that I was trying to do too much in each episode too. So there'd be times where, like if you want an example, there were a lot of videos in the Zora's Domain area where we were doing a bunch of side quest stuff. I want to try and get it done within 2 videos, but there's a lot of side quests there, so I couldn't do that. So right now, I'm not too concerned about how many side quests and things like that we're doing per episode. So I'm going to try to make it a goal for 2021 to make Breath of the Wild uploaded more consistently. And just like what we did with Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, going forward, if Breath of the Wild can't be uploaded, but the other Let's Play can, then the other Let's Play will not be delayed, even if Breath of the Wild has to. So, Super Paper Mario, that one is going to have its own challenges when it comes to editing it, but it's going to be a lot simpler to work on. That's a big reason why I have 2 Let's Plays ongoing at all times. So, yeah, Super Paper Mario will be uploaded even if Breath of the Wild can't. And as of course, Super Paper Mario can't be uploaded either. But alongside all this, Splatoon 2 Splatfest will also be returning pretty soon. I just got the next batch of dialogue, so I'm gonna get to work on the next one pretty soon. That will be uploaded on Tuesdays, and if Splatfest can't be uploaded, then Pikmin 3 Side Stories will take its place. So, yay! Alright, so, yeah, it may seem stupid to have so many projects ongoing at the same time, and it is. Like, if I could, I would focus on one at a time, but my problem is that I just can't play one game at a time. I get bored of a game if that's the only one that I'm playing, so that's why I usually have multiple Let's Plays ongoing, so that when I do get bored of working on one game, I can have another one to work on, so there's at least some kind of decent progress. And since it's going to take a few minutes to get back over there, we can talk about collabs channel stuff too. So, that is a steep cliff. So we also have some new projects starting up on game pretty soon, which is really exciting. I believe this is going to be like the most projects we'll have on the channel at once. So that's pretty fun. We got Halo Reach Versus between Pancake and Cobra, which will premiere first. I believe Captain Toad Treasure Tracker Co-Star will be after that. That one's pretty interesting because that's going to be the first time that we've done it. That's going to be the first time on the collab channel that we covered a game a second time in a different format. Because even though it would be fun to do like a versus rematch at some point, that doesn't really seem likely, at least for a while, unless we change one of the players or something like that. But again, that's probably not going to happen ever. But like Captain Toad is the first time that we're doing this because we did the versus way back when the channel first started, and now we're doing the co-star where Pancake is playing through the game the first time. Alongside that, we also have Sly Cooper co-star, where I'm playing the game blind and Brandon's helping me through it, and then Tomb Raider Legend co-star, where James is playing through it blind and I'm helping him through it. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff ongoing right now. I think in total that's about like 8 Let's Plays. So that's a lot of fun. Okay, I'm going to go over here and rest at the Serene Stable because it is raining. It's going to be nightmarish to climb across the Forgotten Temple. So I need to go over here and hopefully make the weather change and stuff like that. One thing I really like about the collab channel too is it's just really fun having different editors. Because, like, if you want an example, James is I think James is editing Halo Reach Versus. Pancake's going to be editing Captain Toad, and I'm working on Sly Cooper and Tomb Raider. So that's going to be pretty fun. Good morning. It's still raining outside. I want a refund. Alright, we'll try it again. Please let the weather change. Yeah. Oh, the pony! The pony is so cute! But, anywho, now we're going to be going over this way. And you may have saw it a moment ago, but I was trying to make it so that it wouldn't appear. But, yeah, there's a Staunox that can appear over here. It's like a Stalfos Hinox thing. So, yeah, that's going to be a fun thing to deal with when the time comes. It's not too hard, it's just a field monster, and that's going to be particularly fun. I do have every intention on making an episode towards the end of the Let's Play that's going to be showcasing every single field monster and where they're located at. So that'll be fun. That might be recorded on a live stream too, because I don't think I could. I think it'll take a while to try and record that if I was doing it normally. So I think I'd want to do that on a live stream. I don't want to repeat of last time. Okay. Let's get rid of these guys. Trying to aim the bow and arrow with Joy-Cons that detach from the grip is a little, not uncomfortable, it's just a little weird to get used to. Because all the aiming controls are mapped to the right Joy-Con, no matter what. We can see the Serene stable over there, and there's a cute little puppy! Owie! I just called you cute. Stupid puppy. Get back your face away like a man! You know, wolves are supposed to be pack hunters, but all these guys' buddies abandoned them. Alright, take two. Ah! The dragon's right there! Ah! The dragon looks so cool! Alright. Bomba boulders on top of the thing. Okay, let's do this. The Serene stable is located off in the distance over there, and we can see a dragon flying through the canyon, and that's always so cool. So, now we'll be going over this way. And what you want to do next is you want to climb on top of the Forgotten Temple, because there's going to be some bombable boulders located somewhere around here. And it's going to be located over there. So, let's activate the bomb and blow it up. The Mythbusters would be proud of me. How many people in the stream chat watched Mythbusters? Because that was one of my favorite shows as a kid. And I find it funny that Jamie and Adam, like, apparently in real life they didn't get along at all. But they worked well together. They just didn't get along. So I find that pretty interesting. Alright, now we're going over this way. Next one's are a bomb boulder and a block puzzle. Okay. Well, that's great. One of the future ones we're going to have to collect. No! Darn it! Okay, so one of these we're going to have to go inside the temple. And I wanted to wait until later for that, because this is one of the coolest parts of the entire game. But, okay. I wanted to wait until later, but We'll figure that out when we get there. So now it's over here. We're on top of the Forgotten Temple. So I remember in my first playthrough, I was running around this area trying to figure out what the point of this place was. Because there weren't any shrines over here as far as I could tell. And I just couldn't figure out what the point of this place was. But, well, we're on top of the Forgotten Temple, and I didn't realize that for the longest time. We are now directly on top of the Forgotten Temple, and the next Korok is going to be located over here behind another bombable boulder. I would make a boulder joke from Avatar: The Last Airbender, but I've done that the past couple Koroks streams, so I don't want to be too repetitious. Yay, 164! Just like Nintendo 164! So, yesterday, my sister, after I got the CRT set up, and I was playing Toy Story 2, I showed my sister the CRT working and things like that, and she got the same expression I did when I got it all set up, just like all those nostalgia feelings and things like that. But she was playing the Nintendo 64 version of Toy Story 2 when we grew up on the PlayStation version, and it was kind of funny seeing her try to get used to the Nintendo 64 controller, because, like, to quote her directly, she said something along the lines of, I feel like I'm missing a button. And it's totally true. The Nintendo 64 doesn't have as many buttons as the PlayStation controller, because you only had one set of the shoulder buttons, and the PlayStation controller has a second pause button. So, yeah, that's just something that kind of stuck with me, because it's just really, really funny. Alright, there's a block puzzle around here somewhere. And somebody sneezed in the background, and I can't edit that out. Alright, there it is. Alright, this will be a good reference point. And at the very end of the top of the Forgotten Temple, what we want to do next is you want to go over here, because hiding amongst these ruins is going to be another block puzzle. So as per usual, we'll be using Magnesis to take care of this, and that's going to be pretty fun. So as usual, just look around the area to see what is different. And it looks like it's missing the very top part of it. So let's go over here and activate the puzzle. Haha, you found me! There's no rocks around here to drop on your head. You win this round, but I'll get you next time. I swear it. I will have my I can't get out of here. I will have my revenge! Alrighty then. Alright, so the next one, we gotta go inside of the... We gotta go inside this place. And I don't want to yet, because I love this place. I wanted to wait until a little bit later, but we gotta get the Koroks now. On top of Mount Drena. That's this one. I believe that's this peak right here. And, oh boy. Where is that one again? I want to say it's this cliff. Southwest of Florence. Southwest, that's here. And right there. And south of the... And right here. Are there any Koroks directly inside that? I don't think there are, but there might be. Okay, this map I have, it's really obnoxious to zoom in and out when you only have a touchpad mouse. Like, I have a USB mouse, but all my other USB things are being used for recording stuff, so not exactly the most ideal situation in the world. But one thing that I'll say right now is something that's honestly kind of surprising is that there are absolutely no Koroks whatsoever inside the Korok forest, at least ones that you can find. And I suppose that makes sense in the story context, because they're hiding out in the world and things like that. But, like, you see this huge forest and things like that, so you'd think that there would be at least a few Koroks in there, but no, there's absolutely none in there. And there's actually none in this area too, so yeah, that's pretty interesting. Alright, so this might seem incredibly silly, but I really don't want to show this next one on stream because I want to save what this place looks like for the Let's Play. What do I want to do? Okay, so here's what we'll do. I'm going to turn it onto the intermission stream, but I'm going to keep all the audio intact. So it's going to be like super mysterious and things like that. And then I'll turn it back on when we actually get to the Korok. So this is going to be pretty fun. So as we continue on over this way. I don't know how long I'm going to be going for on stream, honestly. Because, like, I feel like I could keep going. We only have, like, how many more do we have? We only have, like, 10 more Koroks left. So I feel like we could keep going. We might go on another break. You know what? Yeah, let's go on another break. No. We're gonna do this. I keep changing my mind, and I'm very scatterbrained right now, and I do apologize for that, but we're gonna keep doing this. No, we're going on break. I'm sorry. Alright, so it is 9:42 right now. We're going to go on break for a few minutes. Not too long this time around. We'll probably get back around 9:50. That sounds like a good time. So, cue the intermission.
Always 正直さをひくり しい眩しい君もっとキュートに君もっとクールに君もっと違う輝きが欲しくなる君もっとグッドボー君好きよさま君私にない輝きが欲しくなる今すぐに Please give it to me Please give it to me Please give it to me
So I didn't realize that last song ended abruptly like that. I'm gonna have to change that file. But we are now back. We're on a Kachita Shrine. Alright. The next Korok is going to be located at the very end of the Forgotten Temple. And I will not dare turn the camera because I absolutely love this place and I will not spoil this area here. So this area right here, this is a Ronakachito Shrine. What you want to do is you want to go behind this giant goddess statue. So it's going to take a little bit of climbing to do, but we'll eventually be able to take over the world and it's going to be awesome. And we fell. And I ran out of the yellow stamina. That's unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna try that again. What's the one called again? Rana Kachita Shrine. We are now at the end of the Forgotten Temple, and Rana Kachita Shrine is right there, and I will not dare turn the camera because I love this place and I will not spoil it in this Korok episode. So, what we want to do next is, you want to go directly behind this goddess statue, because that's where the next Korok is going to be located at. And I'm kind of bummed that we had to come into this place, because I absolutely love this area, and I didn't want to show it on stream, which is why I explored this area during intermission. Hooray for fourth wall breaking. The immersion of the Let's Play has been ruined. So, it's going to take a bit of stamina to get up here, and unfortunately I ran out of the yellow stamina as we were... This is a very up-close shot of this texture, wow. So, eventually we'll be able to climb to the very top. Eventually. I don't want to jump because that's going to just mess with the... that's just going to take more stamina. Alright, there we go. We finally made it! Whee! And for all of our trouble, we get to drop it on your head. But because it took so long to get over here, I'm also going to throw it at your face! I missed. Next one is going to be located over here. I really wish that I went out of my way to get the shrine over here. Because now we're going to have to go all the way around the long way again. The James Roll says, Cat Jam. In case you're confused when you read the chat, it's a Twitch emote for when a song is great. Yay! I'm surprised you're still awake. Isn't it like, what, 2 o'clock your time or something like that? But thanks for watching the stream, I really appreciate it. I gotta get back into streaming Stick a Star. Okay, so I want to make it my goal to finish the Stick a Star stream on the collab channel this year. I think we will, because I think we're about halfway through the game right now. I also want to make those streams a little bit more consistent. But I gotta say, like, I think the big reason why I've just kind of been putting off that stream is because that last world just really did a number on me. Because it was just, like... Okay, so... The problem is that it was very, very vague on what you need to do. Like, you start off the world and you get the Wiggler and things like that, and that's all good and fine. You have a clear objective on the end goal of the world, and that's good level design right there. Where the level design kind of dips is the fact that it doesn't really give you a good indication on where those Wiggler pieces are even hidden at, so you have to go all over the place. And then, when you do find them, they run off and go hide somewhere else, which just kind of pads out the world. I feel like if they made it so that you kept the Wiggler without it running off and going to another world, I think if they cut that out, that world would have been a lot better. But yeah, World 3 was it was certainly something. April says almost 1 a.m. going to bed soon. Alright. If you're leaving for the night, bye James, thank you for coming. I saw your thing on Twitter earlier about Kirby's Epic Yard, so yay, good job. That's been a really fun Let's Play. So continuing over this way. I don't really have much left to talk about right now, honestly, because I already mentioned the channel updates that'll be happening pretty soon with Breath of the Wild and Super Paper Mario and things like that. So yeah, that's interesting. I will definitely say that that is water right there. The pony can't swim, so we can't do that right now. So, in terms of recording the Korok episodes, it wasn't always my plan to do these during streams, because as you saw during the Great Plateau and the Dueling Peaks videos, they were both recorded normally, and then I did post commentary afterwards. So, when I was doing that, I kind of realized that format wouldn't work for every video, and I decided that because it's going to take so long to get all the footage for each Korok region, I might as well stream it so that it could be a bit more fun. And I think this format has been working pretty well. We did have issues during the Linear Korok region because there were a lot of technical problems during the first two, but I think breaking up the region into multiple streams definitely helps me feel more motivated to continue these, because there were 60 Koroks in the Linear region, and if we tried getting through all of them at once, that would have been another 5-hour stream. And that happened not too long after the Hot to Know Korok stream, which was 5 hours. So for regions like that have like 40 plus Koroks, I think breaking it up into multiple streams is going to be a good idea going forward. For something like this wasn't like an exception because there's only 35 here, I believe. There's only 35 Koroks in the Woodland region, and they're all pretty close to each other, so that's not that big of a problem. What I'm worried about is this area. This is going to be the big one that will probably send me to an early grave. I love that region, but oh boy, that's certainly going to be a thing. I might as well pull up my notes for these Koroks as we go across this place. The next one's on top of a mountain. We already got this one. So we want to go towards the blue one. Blue. Green. Oops, that's not right. I'm still new at this. Well, I guess that is one thing I could talk about, future Gator streams. So, during the Gator Direct that happened at the end of the 12 Days of Gaming, I announced plans to do live streams for Captain Toad Treasure Tracker 3DS, which is something that I'd wanted to do for years. But I also announced the Earthbound 1 out of 128 item hunt. So that's going to be like a full playthrough of Earthbound where we're going to be searching for every single super rare item in that game. And that's going to be pretty fun. I wanted to wait to do that until after Earthbound came to Switch. But it hasn't appeared yet. I do think it definitely will this year, but I kind of wanted to get started on that soon. So that's the reason why that's going to be happening in the spring. Just to give it a little bit more time to happen. So that's going to be pretty fun. Why'd I go with the horse? Whip. at the summit of Mount Drena, we can see Hyrule Castle over there, and we can actually see a lot of landmarks. Wow, this is a very great spot for views. This is a very beautiful view. We can see the Korok Forest over there. We can see Death Mountain. We can see a dragon over there. This is a very gorgeous place. But the place the thing we're here for is going to be located right here. We can pick up the rock, and then we're going to drop it on the Korok's head. But more importantly, there's a shiny right here. Also, make sure you have some kind of cold resistance armor, because it's going to be very cold at the top of the summit. Okay, what's a good durability thing? Let's do this. I want to shield surf off this thing, but yeah, I guess this could be the good spot. Whee! Rude! Well, that was a disaster and a half. He's still going. Oh my goodness! How far are we going? Oh wow. Just wow. And we got a lot further than we would have if we were just shield surfing all the way down, but and now Pony, come back, be my friend. Pony, come back and be my friend. Yay, the pony is my friend. There's Blixen says, I thought the stream was over, but I was wrong. That's fine. I really should change the intermission banner, because that seems to happen a lot, where when I go on intermission, people seem to think that the stream's over. Yeah, we're going to be going on for just a little bit longer, not too long, because I believe we only have like less than 10 Koroks left in this region, and then we'll call it quits for the night. So, we kidnapped this pony, so we can get back to our regular pony, and then we're going to leave this one here to think about what it's done. Oh, it is kind of a cute pony. You know what? Screw it. We're going to register it. Stable's not too far away. The stable is not too far away, so we should be okay. This is a pretty fast horse. Wow. Well, I guess we're going downhill too, so that shouldn't be too surprising. But yeah, we're going to be finishing off this stream fairly soon. After this batch of Koroks, we have one more before we we've found the last of them. And then we're going to be calling it quits for the night. The next stream is likely going to be next weekend, because the not the cake versus ice cream, the Super Mushroom versus Superstar Splatfest for Mario will be happening in Splatoon 2, and that's going to be really fun. Gaming with Pi and I will be streaming that, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's always really fun to stream with him, so that's going to be, like, really, really fun. Like, I was pretty satisfied with the Chaos vs. Order Splatfest being the last one. Even if I was kind of bummed out about the results and things like that, it was still a really fun Splatfest. I'm just happy that we're getting, like, one more. It would be cool to get some more bonus Splatfest, but at the same time, I kind of hope this is the last one, because... Fun story. The Splatoon 2 Let's Play, I carefully planned that out to end on episode 64 when it was still just the main game. When the main game came out and then they announced that there would be 2 years worth of Splatfest, I figured I could plan out the Let's Play in a way that we'd finish Octo Canyon in a way that afterwards the rest of the Let's Play would be Splatfest episodes. But then they announced Clan Blitz, which threw off all my plans for how I was going to handle the online multiplayer. And then they announced Octo Expansion, which is basically its own game. So it didn't quite double the size of the Let's Play, but it came very close to doing so. So beyond that, I figured I didn't want to stay at the end. I wanted to register the horse. So I figured I was going to plan out the Let's Play so that it would end on episode 100. And then the bonus Splatfest happened. So, I still have every intention to end the Let's Play on episode 100. That is my goal. But if there are more bonus Splatfests after this, I don't know what I'm going to do. Alright, we have a new pony! So I'm going to record a voice clip for I'm going to record a voice clip for recording the Let's Play version and things like that. So, it's worth mentioning that when we were recording footage for the Woodland Koroks stream, we found another pony. So, as I mentioned before, the previous horse was named Raisin, and we're going to name this one Toast. There are raisins in my toast. Raisin toast. There are raisins in my toast. Raisin toast at Waffle House. So fun story. I was playing Among Us with some friends of mine. We have a Discord server for playing multiplayer things, and so we have a music channel that plays whenever we're playing through the games like that. So I'd asked them if it was okay if I started playing Waffle House music, because I'd had Raisin Toast and Waffle House on my mind all day that day. So we were listening to Raisin Toast and Waffle House while playing Among Us. It was so great. It would be fun to do a cover of that someday. Like, I have no music talent whatsoever. If I do try, I can be a good singer, but I don't try. It's funnier to be a bad singer on purpose. So, yeah, that's something that's interesting. There's Brexit says, "Yay, pony! I has a pony. I named it Toast." Alrighty then. Oh, going back to the Splatoon 2 thingy. So, yeah. The thing about that is that my current mindset for how I'm going to be handling that in terms of the Let's Play is that we're still going to be doing the stream with Gaming with Pi. So, the stream itself will be happening, but alongside that, on my own time, I'm also going to be recording footage for the Let's Play, so the online matches that we'll see during the stream will be different from what we'll see during the Let's Play version of the video. Now, the Let's Play version of the video won't happen for a few months, because I would like the Splatfests on the playlist to be in chronological order, so that's something that's going to be happening. And the thing is, prior to all this, my mindset with Splatfests and Splatoon in general was that if they ever made a Splatoon 3, I don't think I'd ever be able to top Splatoon 2, because I'm not quite sure if I'd want to go through all that again to get all the Splatfest footage. But at the same time, recording the commentary for the Splatfest and talking about the international ones, it's making me want to do something where if they do Splatoon 3 and Splatfests are still a thing and there are regional exclusive ones, I want to also cover the international Splatfests. Like, my current mindset, and this can very well change later, my current mindset is that we'd stream the American Splatfests and the international ones would be part of the Let's Play. But I'm not quite sure if I'll do that, because again, I don't know if I'd want to go through all the effort of recording every single Splatfest again. So, yeah, it was a lot of... Splatoon 2 in general was just kind of a nightmare to plan out. Not nearly the same degree as Breath of the Wild, but it was an interesting thing. Get off the cliff! Move it! Move it! Move it! Alright, there we go. I think we've been in this area before. Oh no, the steep is just barely too steep. How could we? Get off the cliff! Okay, I understand this is a new horse and all, so it's still learning. But come on, you can do this. I believe in you, Toast. Keep going. Onwards. Whip. 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 Raisin! You're not raising your toast. Toast! Onwards. Whip. 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 Alright. This place is Drennan Highlands. Alright. So we could see some kind of ominous maze-like structure over there, which we may or may not have seen already, depending on the order they're watching this Let's Play in. But over here in the Drennan Highlands, that was a really cool jump, Toast. This is the first time that I'm riding out around Hyrule with Toast, so yeah, I'm pretty impressed considering you were having trouble with the cliffs a moment ago. But we go over this way, and when we get to the pinwheel, there's going to be these balloons and stuff like that. Having a bow like this that fires multiple arrows at once, they can be pretty useful for the balloon puzzles, so I definitely recommend having something like this with you. And it's pretty nice because even though it fires 3 arrows, you're only using 1, because it magically splits into several more arrows. And there is a Lionel over there. I already fought one during the stream. I don't want to fight a second one. Nah, 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 you can't get me, I'm too fast, you're too slow. It's got a bow ready. No. I was only joking, don't hurt me! Okay, we're good. Alright. Okie dokie. We're in the single digits now for how many Koroks we have left. And I'm going the wrong way. So this right here, something really interesting is that this stone monument, I find really interesting. Because in the very first trailer that we saw for Zelda U, way back in 2015, no, that was 2014. Way back in 2014, we saw stone monuments like this in a forest area. I don't remember if they're still there, but we can at least see them here. And it's really interesting because that segment of the game where the Guardian is chasing Link, it's changed so much that it's pretty much unrecognizable nowadays. So unfortunately, that really cool segment isn't really in the game anymore. But like, we can still see like some kind of callback with the way these statues are designed and things like that. It's really cool. Now there's no Koroks in that area, so we can't go in there yet. But even if they could, I wouldn't want to go in there on stream because that's another one of my favorite points. That's another one of my favorite parts of the entire game, and I wouldn't want to spoil it on stream. I'd want to save it for the Let's Play version of the video. Alright, the next one. Small group of trees with... Okay, that's another one of those things. Okie dokie, I see it now. Aha. What's the place called again? Thiplo. Thiplo. That sounds fun. The Legend of Zelda, Reign at Inconvenient Times. Coming to theaters, or something like that. But anyway, over there is a Thiplo Ruins. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I literally just saw it a moment ago. So just like some of the other Koroks in this entire game, the rain's going to make it a little bit hard to see a good reference point, but Thiplo Ruins is right there. We can also see Death Mountain off in the distance over there. And the next Korok we'll be searching for is going to be located this way. There are going to be some trees over here with some logs and stuff. So what we want to do is want to make sure we actually have a bow equipped. I'm going to go like this and destroy the acorn, because acorns are not allowed to exist in this world. Bye-bye! Okay, I don't need this thing equipped anymore. There we go. I really like this place right here, because the entire puzzle of getting to the shrine that's located in this forest is really cool. Now, I do have a minor issue with it, because the scaling when you're directly outside of it isn't consistent when you're inside of it. So it looks really small, but it's actually fairly decently big when you're actually inside of it. It's just that, yeah, it looks really puny. The previous Korok is located over there. Thiplo Ruins is still right here, and now we get to see it in all of its ominous glory. So now we can go like this, and okay, I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but I don't think I mentioned it during the Let's Play commentary yet, but it's really, really weird aiming the bow and arrow when you're playing with Joy-Cons, because I don't remember where I put my Joy-Con grip, and so I'm holding the Joy-Cons separate from each other. And all the motion controls for aiming the bow and arrow are mapped to the right Joy-Con, so that takes a little bit of getting used to. And Toast can't come to us. Toast! Come here! You, Toast! Hi, Toast! Whee! Yeah, unnecessary epicness! We're almost as epic as Mickey! Alrighty then. We have just 5 more to go. We're almost there! We're in the end game now. Threes Blexen says, you got this, Toast. Run away, Toast. Run. Fun fact, Meldcat was named Toasty. Oh, that's a cute name for a kitty. I have a cat named Jovi. We named her after my favorite. We named her after my favorite band, Bon Jovi. And like I've said this for a while, but I've known for a while that when the time comes where I get another cat, I want to name it Miku. I'm after Hatsune Miku. Alright, southeast of the Thiplo Ruins. I'm going to be right there. So these are the last batch of Koroks that we'll be searching for. So that's going to be pretty fun. Northeast. I believe it's right here. Yes, it is. North of it. Okay. That should be right here. I'm pretty happy that the amount of Koroks in this area is a multiple of 5, because we have 5 stamps to use, so that's pretty fun. Where is this one? This one's a little hard to find. North of, a bit east, there's a block puzzle. Okay, the landmark on this one is a little difficult to pinpoint. I think it means this area right here. That should be correct. And northeast corner of the Woodland region. Alright, one thing that I really wish they had more clear markings to show the boundaries of the regions, because I wrote my notes as the northeast corner of the Woodland region, but I can't tell where the Woodland ends and Eldon begins. I think this is over here. Yeah, that should be it. That's a little out of the ways from the other one. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Last of the Koroks of the region. We can do it. We're men in tights. We go around the forest looking for fights. We're men in tights. We rob the rich and give to the poor. That's right. We may. I know I sing that song so much during these videos, but that's one of my favorite movies ever. Robin Hood Men in Tights is like a cinematic masterpiece. It's basically like the Mighty Python of Robin Hood movies and things like that. Alright. Like, the funny thing about Mighty Python is that, like, that's a movie that I know that I would love, but I've never actually seen it before. Like, the only reason why I know so much about it is because my first programming teacher referenced it all the time. She would always have Mighty Python pictures to use as examples for stuff in programming. It sounds a little weird out of context, but like, for example, if we were modeling a human character, then the teacher would have pictures of Mighty Python characters and things like that. Or if we were using like an animal, then she'd use the demon rabbit thing. So, like, Mighty Python is something that I know that I would love if I watched it. I just never got around to it, but I know so much about it because my programming teacher, that was like her favorite movie of all time. Threes Brixton says she liked to eat peaches. Aww. The way cats eat things is just so cute. I love cats. Aw. Thank you. Thanks for the encouragement. We can do this. I know we can. And before I forget, I should probably get the map footage for the other Koroks before we do anything else. I think we did the ones for this area too, but I want to do it again just in case. And these two should be the last ones. All right. Where is this again? Typhlo Ruins is over there, and it just looks so cool from up here. Alright, so the next Korok is going to be located at the very top of this cliff up here. There's going to be another one of those pinwheel puzzles. Hello there. Was there something I said? Oh, I see. It's going to be one of those things. Alright. That's really far away. Yay! Thank goodness we only had to get the one, because if it wanted us to try to get all of those, I think I might be here for days and months and eternities. Eternities isn't really something that could be plural, but whatever. I also see the Korok Forest right there. This is a really great... I'm gonna go back up there to get a better view of this place. wasting a lot of time to get back up here, even though we literally just got this Korok. But I really want to get that view. That area is probably just going to be super gorgeous and stuff. So let's head back up there. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Move it. Move it. Alright, there we go. The Korok Forest. The Korok Forest looks massive from up here, which makes sense considering it is pretty huge. But, this video was totally worth it. Okay, now back to your regularly scheduled Breath of the Wild. Last minute save. Yeah, you did it! Smiley face. Something I find interesting about texting a smiley face and things like that. I find it interesting how different people do that, because what I usually do when I text a smiley is I'll text a I'll text a colon and then the hyphen and then the close parentheses. I see other people do it without the hyphen. The hyphen symbol is supposed to be like the nose of the face, but I've seen so many people do that without that. But I also see people draw it with the C instead of the parentheses, so it's really fun to see how other people do it. Lately, I've also gotten into the habit of using the 2 caret keys to look like a super fun anime smile and things like that. So that's pretty cool too. I thought the next one would be up here, but I wasn't paying attention to my map. Where is it? It's over there. And boy. Okay, I'm getting back to my pony. Okay, I think that's what my problem was. I think, okay, when you're exploring the world and things like that, when you're on foot, the map zooms in, but when you go back on your horse, the map on the corner of the screen will zoom out, because you're going to be traveling longer distances faster. So the map zooms out so you can more clearly see where you're going. So I think that's what the thing threw me off. Before I forget, pulling up my notes for the next one, because I don't remember exactly what to do with the next one. Patch of trees, larger in the middle, pinwheel, okay. Somewhere over there is Typhlosion Ruins, probably. And over here, there's going to be a bunch of trees. And in the very middle is going to be another one that I'm going to take care of you so you don't cause any trouble. Okay, new weapon. Dragon Bone Moblin Club. Oh, yeah. So we go over this way, and we want to go on top of the tree. And that will activate the pinwheel, which will allow us to fire at the balloon. Yeah, this one is really cool. I think this is another one of those where if you get off the tree, then it's going to erase your progress and things like that. A little on the unfortunate side, but being able to snipe the balloons from up here is just really, really fun. Where is that last one? Where is the last one? I don't see it. Where'd it go? Balloon. Was it something I said? I literally cannot find it. Okay, there it is. I was blending in with the ruins right there. And that was the last one. You found me! Bye-bye! I like this one. This is a pretty fun one. Alright. But just seeing that we only have 3 more right now, that's hard to believe, honestly, because even though we didn't start, even though we started the stream not too long ago, it's kind of hard to believe that we got through these so quickly. I wish I could say that would be the case for the rest of them, but, well, nope. That's definitely not going to be the case. I think the next one will be collecting, I think the next region's Koroks will probably take like 2 or 3 streams. So, unfortunately, we won't always be lucky enough to see every single Korok in the single stream. Even now, I'm probably thinking that maybe I could have split this one off too, because, to be honest, I'm getting a little bit tired. I've been talking for like a couple hours straight now, so yeah, no, okay. That's one good thing about having a horse like this, where I think the stable said this one has a calm temperament, which means that if you make the horse go faster too many times, it won't throw you off, so that's cool. But I think that also means that it doesn't do quite well staying put during combat or anything like that. Next one, climb to the peak, small rock. Okay. So this one right here. Ah, it's a dragon! Hi, how's it going? I love the music when it plays and the dragons are here. I can't hear the music right now while I'm streaming, because I don't want it to echo on the microphone and things like that. But I just absolutely love the dragons' music. There's a Brexton says that the balloon was under the arch. I eventually found it. It just took me a moment to see it. And dragon! Yay! It's a dragon tail. That was a TV show. Am I even on the right mountain? I am not on the right mountain. Well, okay. I need to be on the one over there. Okay, I was glancing at my notes and it said something about being on the mountain peak, and I assumed that it meant that one. You'd think being one of the taller mountain peaks in this area, you'd think that would be the one they'd had a Korok on, but nope. Bye, dragon. I'll miss you. So yeah, there's really no good reference point that I can point out right now, but you'll see one on the corner of the screen anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But right here, we can pick up a rock, and we'll claim our sweet, sweet wood. The pleasure of dropping a rock on a Korok's head! That was the weirdest evil laugh ever. There's this movie quote that's been in my mind all day. Like, this is another movie that I've never seen before, but like, there's this movie quote I've had all day where something along the lines of, I only ask for one simple thing. Well, and that was to have sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their heads. I don't know much about the character, but I see that clip all the time, and it's pretty funny. Probably not the most family-friendly thing in the world, because I've heard things about that movie, but still. Three as Blexen says, those poor Koroks. Alright, block puzzle in the eastern area. Alright. Okay, I can see it right here. So we can see a super scary, ominous maze building over there, as well as the Hebrew Mountains. The previous Korok that we got was somewhere around there-ish, probably. And there's no other good reference point to use in this area. But, again, map on the corner of the screen is useful, probably. Unless I forget to edit that into the video, which is likely. But I mean, the next Korok is going to be located right here. And just like literally every other one that we've seen so far in our journey that's like this, we need to make these two puzzle formations match. So that's not the one, probably. Okay, I see it now. We need to make it look like this. Get back over here. Get back over here and get back into the thing. Get back into the thing. Get into the thing. Come on. Aw, yay! I love these block puzzles. Even if it does get a little bit repetitious, doing a bunch of these in a row, like what we've been doing during the Let's Play, they're still really fun when you do come across them casually. They're really, really fun. Whew, and the next one is the last one. And we're going the wrong way. Are we going the wrong way? No, we can go this way. We're fine. Probably. Hopefully. Now I want to watch Robin Hood Men in Tights. My sister and I, we've been wanting to memorize this one quote from Clue with Tim Curry. So there's this one great part where it's towards the end of the movie, and they're talking about like one of the characters. It's very hard to explain out of context, but basically they go back and forth arguing over how many bullets are left in the gun, and they're all like, there are no more bullets left in that gun. There's only 5. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. Wait, no, that's 6. Whatever. It's difficult to explain out of context, but when you get the chance, definitely check out the movie Clue. It is so funny. And there are police sirens in the background. Oh no. I didn't do it! And the next one... Circle of Rocks, alright. Where are we right now? Okay. The previous Koroks we got were over there. Death Mountain is on the other side of these cliffs. And there's a Lionel over there, so yeah, we want to be careful about that. But the final Korok that we'll be searching for in today's episode is going to be located somewhere around here. We need to find stasis. We need to use stasis to find a rock. And it should be around here somewhere. I think it's over here. But yeah, we want to watch out for the Lionel because it's definitely going to be not the nicest thing in the world. But we just take the rock and walk away slow. You don't know. No. Don't notice me. Don't notice me. I'm just minding my own business. Don't mind me. I'm just carrying a rock. I am a friend, not food. Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Okie dokie. Let's activate the Korok. You found me. This Korok has guts to be hiding next to a Lionel. But, anyway, that was the final Korok, so I'm going to meet you guys back over at the Woodland stable so that I don't have to do the outro in front of a Lionel, because that would not be the safest plan in the world. There's Brexit says, they're coming! I can't go back to jail! I love that part of Monsters University. Alrighty then. Now we're back over here, and it looks like we're going to have to do the outro in the rain. It's raining, it's pouring. Alright. I don't want to get struck by lightning during the outro. That would suck. And we only have metallic bows, of course. Well, it would be kind of fun to have an outro during the middle of a lightning storm. I think I'm going to go ahead and change the weather real quick. First of all, mostly so I can get some new hearts, but also so that I turn up the game audio during outros, and I don't want the lightning to be a problem with that. So something kind of funny, looking at this guy right now, something funny is that it was recently discovered that the NPCs of this game were made from a modified engine that created the Miis on the Wii and Wii U. So that's pretty fun. I'll go more into detail on that in a future episode, but that's just something that's pretty funny. I'm kind of surprised it took this long for people to figure that out, because looking at it now with that knowledge, it's kind of obvious. And that was every single Korok in the Woodland region. So thank y'all so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I've been Lady here to you, and that's that. I was about to do an outro as if we were doing a regular episode, but that's not the Korok episode outro. Take 2. And that was the last of the Koroks across the Woodland region. So thank y'all so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and until next time, Lady Gear to you. Oh yeah. And that is going to conclude this Gator stream for tonight. There's Bruxton says, it was fun hanging out with you. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Oh, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you all coming to watch the stream. It's always really fun interacting with people. So, thank you all so much for watching tonight's Gator stream. The next one will likely be the Super Mushroom vs. Superstar Splatfest. That'll be another crossover stream between myself and Gaming with Pi. Let's Plays will be returning onto the channel pretty soon. Pikmin 3 Side Stories will be premiering first, and then shortly afterwards, Breath of the Wild will return alongside Super Paper Mario and the return of Splatoon 2 Splatfest. So thank you all so much for watching tonight's Gator stream, and until next time,